Now this is not my board game collection. Well, it's not all my collection. You see, these are my unplayed games. These in general, and these not of all. I didn't play them at all during 2022. And during 2022, there were over 100 days that I played board games. I've been tracking on an app, and that ranged from a single solo session to a big epic game day with friends lasting all day. And I still have all of these. So what does that tell you? Two things really. First, obviously, I have too many games. I know, I see it. The other thing is that I love board games. I love playing them, I love collecting them, which is not always the same hobby. I love the social aspect, I love the physicality, I love the sort of brain-burning puzzle, I love when they cause laughter and fun. I like all of it, I like the hobby in general, and that's sort of why I'm making the show. I have a lot of games, and there's three main ways that I've been building my collection. And the first is obvious, been buying games, whether that's from a store, at an event, or on like Facebook Marketplace or some of the buy and sell groups. And people normally, board gamers, keep their games in pretty good condition, so you can, if you're buying secondhand, normally all the components are there and it's in good nick. So sometimes you can pick up a good deal. The second way is I used to play Magic the Gathering a lot. Played for over a decade. I had a large collection. I played Modern and Legacy, and I managed to sell most of it. So sold a bunch and buy listed, which meant that I got a lot of store credit from stores. And so I picked up games like Nemesis, Sleeping Gods, This War of Mine, as well as many others are here from store credit. And sure, there's an opportunity cost, but they felt free. Actually, I get them to the table. The final way that I got games is trading games, and chances are, if you tried to sell games in Melbourne, that you've got a message from me asking, did you want to trade? Because there's a bunch of games that, as I said, they hold value reasonably well, but maybe for a small to mid-range game, you're getting $15, $20, $30 maybe. For me, I'm like, well, that's not bad, it adds up, sure, but I'd rather just get another game. So I tend to have quite a fluid collection. There's a lot of games that I love. It's never gonna leave my shelf. But a lot of them I'll play and I'll be like, oh, this is okay, or this didn't really work for me, or it's like, oh, I played this again, but I don't need to own this. And I will trade them away and try new stuff. Equinox by Ryan Kanitsa is a prime example of that. I know I like the designer, never played the game, I'll trade for it, you never know. And if I don't like it, it goes back on the trade pile. This side of the table is my campaign and legacy games that I've bought or traded for. And I'm not quite as fussed to get into the table this year. There's a couple of them I really want to play, but it's a matter of trying to find the right group that can consistently play, which is the hardest part of any element of board gaming. It's not necessarily the game, it's finding a group and getting the schedules to work. So yes, I have all these unplayed games, but there was also games in my collection that I didn't play at all during 2022. Games that I love, that offer unique experiences that are really fun, from Paperback, which is a drafting word game. Sushi Go is a great drafting, welcoming game. It's one of my favorite welcoming games that you can sort of bust out people who haven't played many games. But it sat on my shelf idly. And there's a lot of those games here that I really, really love that I just didn't get to the table. So yes, the goal is to play a lot of these unplayed games, but not to ignore my collection of the games that I really love. There's always a cult of the new in board games where you want to play the new games and new experiences, which is amazing fun. But there's some classics here that I've let sit on the shelf when they deserve to be on the table. There's a lot of unplayed games here. So my goal over the year of 2023 is to play a lot of these games. And I'm not going to get to all of them because over here is a lot of campaign games that are going to take a long time to get to. We're still playing a Jaws of the Lion campaign with friends. We're about a third of the way through it. We're not going to get to Gloomhaven this year. I know we're not going to get to it. It's fine. I'm happy for those to sit there for a while. But a lot of these other games, I can't wait to get to the table. So I'm going to try and keep track of, what I've played, so I can sort of give you updates and see how I can get through this collection, and what games I like and want to keep, and what games I sort of, I played those, but I don't need to keep them. So I'm going to keep track of that, and I'm going to share that with you at the end of this season, but then also later on down the year, because we're filming this at the start of January. So there's also a lot of these games here that I love, Battlestar Galactica and Everdell and Viticulture, that I didn't play last year. Sushi Go is one of my favorite drafting games, my favorite welcoming game, and I haven't played it last year. I'm itching to play it again. So this is sort of an excuse to kick up the ass to get back into playing these games, but also not to ignore the other games on my shelf, so I'm not doing the same thing every year. Maybe get my collection down a little bit more manageable, but I'll keep you updated on how it's going.